Hello, discrete math fans. All right, we'll talk about sequences. What is a sequence? It's just a list of numbers. Now, in this case, we're going to mostly consider infinite sequences, where the list of the numbers goes on forever. But we do have finite sequences, where they stop for a while. All right, here's an example of a sequence. This is an infinite sequence. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So you can see where the pattern is going with this. Now we can assign position numbers. This is position 1, this is position 2, position 3, 4, 5, and so on. So 8 is in position 4, 16 is in position 5. Now in this case, we can give a formula that's going to define the terms of the sequence. So the formula would be a sub k equals 2 to the k minus 1. So for instance, when k is equal to 4, we're supposed to get 8. And if we plug a 4 into this, we will get 8. So we can give a definition about what a sequence is. A sequence is just a function. Its domain is either all of the integers between two given integers, that's in the case of a finite sequence, or all of the integers greater than or equal to a given integer. That's in the case of an infinite sequence. All right, we're going to represent a sequence as a set of elements written in a row, just as we did before. So generically, if we have a finite sequence, then it's going to be written like this. A sub m plus 1, and so on, all the way up to a sub n. And as we said before, each individual a sub k is called a term. The k in a sub k is called a subscript, or more commonly, it's an index. In this thing, a sub m is the initial term of the sequence, and a sub n is the final term. Here's an infinite sequence, a sub m plus 1, a sub m plus 2, and then it just goes on forever. Now in each case, it's possible, though not always possible, sometimes it's possible to have an explicit formula, or sometimes we'll call it a general formula, for a sequence. It's a formula that would show how to give the value of a sub k once we're given a value of k. And this is not always possible, but most of the time it is in this class. All right, so here's one where I'm going to give you a formula and just ask what are the first 6 terms of this sequence. Well, all we really have to do is plug in values of k into this formula and see what we get. So a sub 1 is minus 1/4, a sub 2 is 4/5, a sub 3 is negative 9/6. We could simplify that, but a lot of times it's best not to simplify it so that you can continue to see patterns. Continuing on, we can run these calculations to get a sub 4, a5, a6. I'd like to point out that this gives us a way to create what's called an alternating sequence, so that the minus signs alternate from plus to minus and continue doing so. Okay, that's all for now.